Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's your girl Wilda, and I'm back again with another amazing video. Kindly subscribe, hit on the notification bell, and don't forget to like this video. So let's get started. This video is gonna be an interesting one. By now, my TikTok, I think I post more on TikTok. I've been posting more on TikTok than on YouTube, which is for sure, that's the truth. So my TikTok family does know that I'm currently in Dubai, and today I want to talk about something that happened before I came to Dubai, and it's about how we get conned. So this is gonna I have two stories about me getting conned, okay? So this is gonna be part one of how the first person conned me. So after I reverted to Islam, I worked for a few months, and then my big sister, my eldest sister, said that she had a friend who was in Dubai, but Sharjah. She was in Sharjah, okay? So, and my sisters, may Allah bless them for me because they always love to see me thrive, okay? So they were like, hey, sis, how about you going to Dubai and looking for a better job and all that kind of stuff? And I was like, yeah, like I had seen a friend of mine who had come to Dubai and she was doing good. So I was like, yeah, why not? Like I need I need to better myself, right? I need to I'm looking after my son, so I need him to live a better life than I lived. So why not give it a shot? So this lady, um, apparently I knew her from high school. When I was in Form 1, she was in Form 4, okay? And we know, like, back in the days, how, like, when you are Form 1, you used to get bullied by Form 4s, okay? So that's how I knew her. And the fact that she used to be a short person and I am a tall person, they feel like they feel intimidated, okay? And when you're a tall person in Form 1, definitely the Form 4s will take note of you. When you are a lot of you short people, they kind of get confused. But here you are a tall person and you are not so many who are tall. So they used to know us. So that's how I knew the lady back in high school. But I think my sister knew her very well, better than me, very well. So she kind of trusted her, okay? So I didn't have a passport by then. So I started applying for my passport. And I remember because we needed it to be in a hurry. I remember I applied for my passport and I had to go to Embu because that was because in Nairobi they were giving me like the date to go and take the picture was I'm now applying in 2021. They were saying it will be in 2022 December. So you see that's like over a year plus. So I checked on Embo and they said in 2 weeks. So I went, applied for the passport. After 2 weeks, my passport was ready. I went and got it. I was like, oh, my passport is ready. And she was like, okay, now we need to start making for you the visa. This is the amount. So we sent her the money. Mind you, this money that I am using or this money that we are sending, that was my mom's money that she had really earned from Saudi. So it was like so this money that we are sending to this lady, I'm using my mom's money. This money she had really worked hard for in Saudi. So I was also being like, I don't want to use a lot of her money because that was her saving and she was back in the country. So we sent her the money for the visa and the visa was ready. When the visa was out, she also said that I needed a good conduct. So I went, applied for my good conduct. After 2 weeks, the good conduct was ready. So they sent an email and it was ready. So by this time, when the good conduct was out, Dubai was almost closing their airports from people because it was during that time of COVID. So they were almost like closing their airport. Like no people would come in from certain countries, and Kenya was one of those countries. So I don't know what really happened, but In the process of me getting my good conduct, she had already like started acting up. And mind you, by the time before my good conduct came out, we had already asked like how much the money would be for the ticket. And I think she said around it was around 80 something thousand, because I remember my sister sent the money from her account. So for us to be on the safer side, we had already sent her the ticket money so that she can book for us a flight on a certain time, so that when the good conduct will be out, it's just us us like it's just putting on the date and just flying out. Okay. So when the good conduct was out, I was texting her, "Oh, my good conduct is out. So what's the next step?" By this time, I had moved out from my house because I knew when the good conduct was out, I'll have less than a month in Kenya and I'll just need to come to Dubai. So I wanted my son to familiarize with my sister's family and to, for him to be familiar with everything. So I moved out from my own house. I gave out my stuff. I'm here living with my sister. I've been living with my sister now for a month. I'm texting this lady. I'm like, okay, so what's the process now? What am I supposed to do? And she sometimes she'll not text me back. She'll just be there, like not like when you're starting the process. I used to text her. She'll text me back. She'll tell me this. She'll tell me this. She'll even tell me you're going to bring me this and this and this and all that kind of stuff. But after sending her the ticket money, the conversation started going a little bit off. Okay, so I would text her, she would not text back. And I would ask my sister, "Are you sure she's going to text me?" Blah 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 and all that kind of stuff. And I think this one, no, I'm so sorry guys. I think this one I had not yet converted to Islam around this time when I was the first time I was to come to Dubai, I had not yet converted to Islam. So because she used to tell my sister, "Oh, she's gonna get a job, blah blah blah." At that time, I was working in the hospitality industry, so my CV was really good. So I knew if I come here, I'm gonna get a really good job. So here she is. She's not texting back. Now this time it's December already, and during December is when like Dubai really like closed. So she had the best excuse to say that I cannot travel. So she was like, okay, maybe let's see in January if we can be able to book the flight and you can come. Okay. So January comes, it ends, she did not say anything. And then here comes February. Now I'm starting to get worried because I'm like, yo, I really love my own space. Now you can imagine I'm already living with my sister. It's been like I think we moved in November. So November, December, January, we're in February, the fourth month. Nothing is happening. Nothing is happening, like literally. I was like, yo, what's really happening? Like she said, I was now asking my big sister, she said we are going to travel and all that kind of stuff. I was really getting so worried. And when I don't know if you guys, I'm so sure a majority of you watch Liningogi stories, and when you see people saying they get conned by the closest people that they are the closest people to them, that's 100% true. Because my sister had put so much trust in this lady and she let her down big time. Okay, so um, she's now not responding to my text. Even when I call her, she's not calling her back. And you're how would I put it? My sixth sense, my seventh sense was telling me that she either has eaten the money or she never even like pre-booked the flight. Either she was in need of the money once we sent it to her, she used it, and maybe she thought that she would be able to get the money or refund the money before the time for traveling comes, and it had not happened. So I kept asking her, so what's the plan now that Dubai, they're not allowing people to come there? What's the plan? Because if I am not able to travel, then I can accept that the visa money, since the visa is out, the visa money cannot be refunded, but at least I have not traveled, so why don't you refund me the ticket money? And she started telling me, the guy who usually books for me flight, he's not picking the phone. I'm supposed to go to his office and check on him when I'm off, blah blah blah. So when she's off, I'll text her or call her and ask her, so did you meet the guy? And every time, trust you me, every time she used to have an excuse. She used to be like, he's not picking up my calls, or I went to the office, I did not find him, and things were really fishy at this time. And I was just telling God, please give me the patience to deal with this kind of a person, because we are 1,000 miles away from each other, so there's nothing I can do, right? So I told God, maybe this is not the right time for me to travel, and I I don't know. There's nothing I can do, right? So the thing that she said was that she will be refunding me the money every single, like at the end of every month. She'll be sending, how much did she, I think she said she'll be giving us like 30,000 Kenyan shillings. I think that's what she said, if I'm not wrong. And I was like, cool, if you can be able to refund the money, then I'm good with it. Okay. It came the first month, she never returned any money. The second month, no money. My sister would text her, yo, where is the money? Yeah, she would just pass by all the shortcuts. She does not want to refund the money after all. So I let it go like that. And I just I just told God, just don't let me think about it again. And my faith for coming to Dubai, like, literally, it went off. I was like, I'm never coming to Dubai. Okay. Okay, so I lost my faith in coming to Dubai, and I just let it pass like that. I never texted that lady to ask her where my money was, which was my mom's money. I was like, okay, God will fight this one for me, okay? Because there's nothing much I can do. You cannot confront someone who is not in the country, and you guys are like far way apart from each other. So when was it? That was in last of 2020. I started working 2021, and then I can't remember which month, but another person still approached my big sister. Same big sister, okay. It's her friend, but now she said that her landlady, she takes ladies to Dubai, gets them a job. You're just going to pay this amount of money, and then you just go to Dubai and you start working. So now this is the second part of the story. So at this time, I'm already a Muslim, right? And I remember I told one of my friends, maybe Allah wanted me to come to Dubai when I was a Muslim, Alhamdulillah. And I remember we actually got emotional, and I was crying, and I was telling Allah, may you please bless this journey for me, okay? So right now I have my passport. So the only thing remaining is talk to this lady, and do the process now. So the first time they saw me, they was like, because now I'm a Muslim, they didn't know I was the person, because the lady apparently said that my sister had told them that I know how to do makeup. I'm a self-taught makeup artist. So the lady had said that her her daughter in Dubai works as a manager in a spa, whatever beauty salon. So I just need to pay a certain kind of amount of money. I come to Dubai. I just need to go for an interview. They see me, they see what I can do, and I have the job. So I knew that I'm coming to Dubai just to go for an interview and start the job. So this time around, I was kind of excited. I was like, now it's gonna go through, okay? So this is the second day I'm living with my sister now. So I was like, at least now my son is they have lived with my sister, so I don't need to worry about anything. So we started the process. They got the visa ready, the ticket money was ready. I think we paid around 120,000 for everything, and I was set to come. I remember I packed only like a few clothes and some sandals, because I knew I'm coming for work, right? And they came, and I came to Dubai. I arrived here in Dubai on the 3rd of November 2021. So I met with the daughter, I came to her house, and then we started living. So the nightmare began again. So I think when I got in Dubai, she was going to work I got here in the morning, so she left the house I think around 11 or 1. So I was still sleeping. I woke up, I ate, I just chilled. I was, just walked around. I didn't want to go far because I didn't know the place, so I didn't want to get lost. And then I came back to the house. I waited for her until she came from work, and she was like, now the reality was starting to hit me. She was like, so what did you discuss with my mom? Blah blah blah. And I told her, oh, she said that since I'm a self-taught makeup artist, and I actually even brought like my brushes for makeup and all that kind of stuff. She was like, so I told her. She told me that you're a manager in a salon. I just need to come for the interview. You guys have talked. I just need to come. They see me. They do the interview for me, and then I start working. And then she was like, "Why is my mom lying to everybody? Why does she keep saying this? There's no job. You have to look for a job for yourself." And I was like, "What? I came to look for a job, and I paid this certain of money. They say that pay this certain of money, you already have a job, you just need to go for the interview." So I started panicking, and she was like, "Okay, come, let me take you to the metro." She bought me the metro card. She told me, "You just need to check the places that you're going." Now everything is too much on my head because I'm like, "What?" She was like, "You have to start looking for jobs online. You check for interviews online. You have to make a CV. In Dubai, there's a way they make their CV." So I was like, "Yo, this is another nightmare." So I started texting my sisters. I'm like, "Yo, I have to start looking for a job." Mind you, at this point, the only money I came with was like I think 600 dirham. That was my last salary that I picked from work before I came. And we know how the currency is here in Dubai. So by the time you're buying your metro card, you're buying food, like that money is not much. So I started looking for a job. I remember I think I became so skinny. That time I was so skinny because the stress that I had. I think I only used to eat maybe bread and tea, and maybe if she cooks or something. I was really stressed. I don't have a laptop because most people here look for jobs. Like there are some jobs application that you have to use a laptop. I didn't have a laptop. It was just me and my phone, and it was getting so tiresome. My head was. I was feeling like I was going to burst. I was asking myself, why did I leave a job to come and look for a job at this point? But I was like, may Allah make it easy for me because it was hectic. So during the job hunting of here in Dubai, you meet a lot of people, you exchange numbers, you talk. At least when you go outside and you meet people, you talk, you meet people, you encourage each other because I'm thinking I have a bigger problem. You find someone with the worst problem. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it was. I remember I used to go job hunting wearing sandals because I didn't have sneakers. Like all my sneakers, I had left them back home because they said Dubai is a hot country, so you don't need to wear like closed shoes, okay? My feet used to burn. Oh my god. I can't remember that time I was looking for a job. My feet used to burn like anything else. So I met a lot of people. We went for interviews and all that kind of stuff. People will send you links, blah, 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 blah. And then I think the third week of living with her, she started telling me that I'm supposed to pay for the bed that I'm sleeping on. And I was like, what? What are you saying? She's like, yeah, you need to start paying for the bed because it's almost end month and I need to pay for the house rent. I was like, okay, so how much is the bed? And she was like, 800 dirhams. I was like, 800, 800 dirhams. Okay, I don't have a job. I already gave you guys my mother's money before coming to Dubai, promising me that I have a job. Now here I am in Dubai job hunting, and now you're telling me I have to pay for the bed. And you very well know that I do not have any job. I texted my sisters. I was like, yo, this is what is happening here. I have to pay for the bed space and I don't have money. I'm barely surviving. The only money I have right now is either I use it for the metro card or the bus card and for eating. So my sister at this time, they were really angry. They were getting so upset. They were getting so frustrated. So she started looking for options. My sister has, I would say, God has blessed her with friends. So she started texting her friends who were here in Dubai. She started looking for a place for me to go because at this point, every time I'm in a problem, hey sis, please send me this kind of amount of money I need, blah blah blah. And then when I came, my visa, we thought that my visa was expiring next month. So they were looking for money to extend my visa, okay? And when we had already paid and the guy was already, like, he had already submitted the visa application, then the guy was like, but when did you say you arrived? We are like, November. He was like, can you let me check it again? He was like, no, it's the end of entry was at this time. So when you enter Dubai is when it start counting the 3 months. So he was like, okay, I'm going to refund you the money, but it's not going to be like the full amount since since we had already submitted the application. And that guy was a really nice guy. I remember he even came to where I was living and brought me the remaining money. So this money I was surviving with it for food. So I remember before I left, her brother came. I came to Dubai and came with another guy. I remember when I took them out to buy some stuff that they needed, I asked the guy, how much money did you pay to come to Dubai? And he was like, 200,000. I was like, what? 200? It's like, okay, so did they tell you anything about that at the end of the month you will be paying the bed and all that kind of stuff? And he was like, no, they did not say anything actually. And he was trying to explain to me the situation that was at hand. And I was like, you have to be very careful because she told me that I should move out because I don't have money to pay the bed space. So be very vigilant with her because right now she's gonna treat you very nice, and then when it comes to the end of the month, she's gonna start acting somehow. So I told him actually I'll be leaving tomorrow. I found somewhere that I'm gonna be staying for the meantime, and that's it. So before I left, those few days, I remember I had met a friend. She's called Winnie. Shout out to you, Winnie. And we were job hunting together. But within that week, she had already gotten a job, and then she told me, "Don't worry. I think my brother will be sending me a link for this for a certain company. So I'll send you the link, and then you are going to apply for the job." It's like, okay. So before I left, I think that night is the day I applied for the job. She sent me the link and she called me. She told me, "Wake up! You have to apply right now, right now." So I applied for the job, and the following day I left that place because it was also, I felt like I was in a very toxic environment. I was The place that we were living is not a it's a place where it's more of a family place, people working, so you will not find people who are looking for jobs. When you are with such kind of people, you definitely giving each other ideas. So you find me alone in the house. I don't have anyone to help me. Actually, the only thing she showed me is go to the metro, use this line. That was it. She never took me to make my CV. She never showed me how to make my CV. I remember she used to have a laptop in the house. She never said, take this laptop, do this and do this. Never. She never showed me anything. Actually, she would wake up in the morning and she would ask me, you're not going to look for a job? Are you going to be sleeping the whole day? I'm like, you've not even, oh my God. And she's the kind of person that she used to tell me, you can even take a taxi. I'm like, take a taxi. I don't even have money. You are telling me to take a taxi. But once I applied this job, I remember the moving day. Actually, that night before moving, she called me outside, and it was like she was kind of angry because I had decided that I was going to leave because I couldn't live there because the rent was too high, right? And I'm still looking for a job. She was like, "So, what time are you leaving tomorrow?" And I was like, since you guys go to work at 11, I'm thinking my friend will be coming by 11 to come and pick me, or maybe in the afternoon she'll come and help me carry my stuff so I can go. She was like, no, by I think she said 9 or 10. You should have left the house before I leave the house. I don't want to leave you in the house. And I was like, okay. All right. So in the morning, I told the guy who had come that week that help me carry my suitcase so I can be able to carry the other things. Take me to the metro. I'm going to wait for my friend at the metro because clearly I'm not. She does not need me in this house. So he took me to the metro. Actually, he was a really nice guy. We waited for my friend. She came, and I went to my new place. And I thank God for the people that I went to live with. They were very welcoming people. I stayed with them for how many months? I think 2 or 3 months. I was not paying any rent. They used they used to buy food. I used to cook. They buy food. Everything I needed, they used to provide for me. Alhamdulillah. May Allah bless them. So even this guy, he actually had to leave Dubai because things really got hard. He's not getting a job. They also moved out, but I don't know why these people do like this kind of things to people. You tell someone you're coming for a job. Already a job is there for you. You just need to come for the interview, and then you get here to Dubai and then there's nothing. Trust me, if someone out there is telling you that they have gotten a job for you, that is a lie. If you want to come to Dubai on your own, look for a job and survive. Okay, but some agencies will even like lie to people that you have a job. They will even send you, like, let me tell you, conning is really real. They even send you like fake contracts, fake letters to tell you that you have gotten a job, and they are just lying to you, literally lying to you. So you guys should not fall for this, please. And Alhamdulillah, the job that I had applied, actually they got back to me, and I started the application and all that kind of stuff. I did the interviews. I went to the headquarters. I did everything, and Alhamdulillah, I got the job. Like, I got the job after that struggling of that that like 3 weeks. I would say 3 weeks staying with the lady. I finally got the job. So guys, please beware of people that con people. They will come with the sweetest word. You will think that it's true. Trust you me. If you feel like it's off, or do your research. Just do your research. If it's like someone who wants to go to the Gulf country, do your research, know how much you need. Don't go through all these third parties. They're just going to mess you up. So that comes to the end of this video. Guys, make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Until the next one, peace.